I get real obsessed with games, or with any sort of like hobby that I get into. I get kind of obsessive about it. And if I'm not doing it, then I would just be thinking about doing it anyway, or I'd be researching how to do it better, like how to play the game better or how to strategize. I'm avoiding playing the stupid game that Taylor's playing, which is AoE 2, because it's like a 15-year-old game. Taylor and I's PCs cost more than vehicles.
It's
Taylor and
it's
I
a game
no.
from 2000 or
let me finish my
1999.
thought. Taylor and I's gaming setups cost more than our first vehicles that we drove down the road. And yet he wants to play a game that probably runs on an iPad.
It is. So the reason, Josh, have you played Age of Empires before?
Of course.
The franchise? Yeah. Age of Empires 2. It's one of the best known RTS games. If you like real-time strategy style games, then you love AoE 2. It's a very fun, complicated game. It has a wider, broader tech tree than any other RTS. I'm biased towards it because, like, you know, StarCraft, very cool. Probably StarCraft 2 is the most popular RTS out there today. It's wildly popular still. I'm not as into the alien side of it as like all the civs of the AoE 2 side, where it's like I can play as the Hindustanis, I can play as the Franks, the Britons, the Gurjaras, the Vikings, the Vietnamese. Like and they all play differently, and it's so fun, and like managing the different economies. Like I'm having a blast at it and trying to get better with build orders and shit. And Kyle just thinks it's lame, and I don't think that's fair. I think like it's not about the newness of the game or the graphics or anything. It's about and you know the reason AoE 4 didn't suck me in is because they got rid of a lot of the complexity. They got rid of a lot of the stuff that made AoE 2's build up. So like they simplified a lot of it, and I don't like that. Not that like I'm not even good at AoE 2. I'm not even good. I just have a fun time playing it. It's a great. I'm learning build orders now. I'm really good at Fast Castle into Knights. Not really good, but serviceable at it. Like I'm just having a great time playing, Kyle. You would have so much fun with us if you played. Me,
you know what it feels like?
We're all playing. You'd have a blast with us, dude.
You remember? You know, you're good at these old timey vocabulary words. There's an old musical instrument where you rub your fingers over glass.
Oh, if you hadn't say that, I would know.
The glass.
Yeah, I know it. The problem is I know it too, and it's like if you gave me multiple choice, I'd immediately be like B.
Yeah.
But I'm anyway. What you're asking is me to come along to your music class where you learn to play it sounds like frenulum. I want to say frenulum, but I know that's silly. I
play the frenulum. I know you're great at that.
Oh, amazing. I'm a fucking artist. Or as the commoners call it, the skin flute. But that's what it feels like. It feels like you want me to go to your silly, like you didn't even learn like a harpsichord class, for example. You want me to learn some stupid instrument that won't get pussy attention or money. Like you know what I mean? It's like, dude, no. Look, Taylor, I'll learn an instrument with you. Guitar or piano. You know that's the fucking core ones. Like that's how you get pussy, money, and attention. One of those.
I understand.
If you're serviceable and you can play a little John Mayer fucking at a party. Yeah, dude, those high schoolers, they fall for that every time.
I understand. You know, those high schoolers, those gullible 15-year-olds, right? Like
those oldies to them. Your body is one.
That's oldies.
They don't know anything about that shit. Did you write that?
98? Was that 98 degrees?
I'm like, I wrote this about you. Body is one. Why do you think I got my guitar over there?
I haven't heard of John Mayer.
I know two chords.
No, I disagree.
No, that's true.
You have a fundamental enjoyment of strategy game. You like it, and you would have fun with it. It's the problem with like this game. This game was released before the simplifying of games.
I just argued the point that he's trying to get me to like learn.
Josh just said it's fair.
Yes. He's trying to. He wants me to come with him and learn the harpsichord.
He's pitching this game from the 1960s at you. And like, Kyle,
but the depth.
You're gonna love it. It's before games got needlessly complicated.
No. It's
I have alternatives that check every box. I have alternatives that check every box. I have alternatives that check every motherfucking.
I think the depth is there, and you could just play Inventory Simulator. That's called Tarkov.
Yeah, you can play Inventory Simulator, or you could play a more fun game like AoE 2, where you're managing a lot more.
Warhammer 3. Warhammer 3.
I like the economy part of it. I like having to balance my production with an economy. And with Warhammer, it's fun, but it's just selecting an army based on an amount of gold you have. I like having a build order plan where it's like, what am I going to focus on economically in order to facilitate an army push in this way? What civ is my opponent playing? I need to scout out the front of their base, see what their production buildings are.
You're describing Warhammer. You're describing Warhammer. Because
no, you don't check for production buildings.
I'm playing dwarves. I'm going to play the fucking dwarves. You're going to play the fucking high elves. And you're going to be like, oh, ho, ho. That's a lot of armor, but not a lot of mobility. I'm going to need chariots. I've got a limited amount of gold. I have got to bring chariots, but I need a front line. Oh my God. Now that I've got a front line and 3 chariots, how am I going to afford a general? I've got to get the captain of the guard, but I can't have him just walking. Let me put him on the Pegasus. Like you're going to put a build order together.
Like I've played it also, like, but you don't
do it again.
You don't see your opponent's army pick before the beginning of the game. And so you are picking what you think the meta will be about what you're anticipating facing. In AoE 2 or RTSs like StarCraft, you're actually scouting, figuring out what their production buildings are, then manipulating your economy to facilitate the production of units that will counter that.
Tell me all the great things about GoldenEye while you're at it. Tell me all the
It's a tremendous game as long as you don't have a fucking odd job in your group.
Yeah, I'm not going to play GoldenEye on my fucking Rolls-Royce computer over here either. I made the point, Woody, that our PCs cost more than our first vehicles, and he's wanting to play a game that'll run on an iPad. Like I want
It's such a fun game, dude. Like you're
4K 4090 GPU. He can fucking run real life at 80 frames.
Dude, this is the same argument I could make about movies. I could be like, oh, why do I need to watch Unforgiven? Oh, I don't need to watch Unforgiven. There's newer movies.
That's a complete fallacy.
Skyrim is so much newer than this game.
All right,
the fact that you called that argument means you've lost. You've lost if you went to that argument.
No, the fact that you're ascribing that to me means you've lost.
They got Skyrim to run on a digital pregnancy test. And meanwhile, Taylor's playing a game that's less demanding than Skyrim.
You guys don't. You're just fundamentally not understanding what I'm saying. It's not about the newness. It's not about the graphics. It's about the complexity and the strategy, and it's fun. There's no other game that scratches that itch.
You got poor Vavity and those other guys playing that old-timey ass game, learning the harpsichord with you when they should be getting all their life skills together and fucking learning a man's game.
Dude, if you played like 5 games with us, I guarantee you would have another on your monitor, a build order, and you would be getting good at it quickly.
Taylor,
because you like strategy games.
Do the same thing.
I looked into what it would take to get good at it. Here's the other thing.
You should play Oregon Trail on your fucking NVIDIA 4090.
Here's the other problem. I
know what I like, and I like it.
So I own the game. I've spent about 6 hours looking into what it would take to get good at the game. It's a tremendous amount of time that you must have spent. It's going to take me 50 fucking hours at least to get good at this game, because just learning the first 15 build order is going to take me a day to memorize it and have it down. And then after that,
first 15 builds quick.
Yeah, but I got to get them quick. I got to memorize them like it's the back of my hand. And then I just feel like, why the fuck am I putting this on my mental hard drive? Why is this being programmed in here by repetition?
Because it's fun.
I want to play.
It's not about gaining anything.
As soon as you're ready to play, it's always about winning and gaining. That's the only reason I do this. And whenever you're ready to play a next generation game with me, I'll get in there deep with you.
Okay,
that's what I wrote right here.
That's what I wrote right here. Well, Warhammer, I'm totally down for Warhammer, but I know you'd enjoy it. Like,
or Company of Heroes 3. Company of Heroes 3 is World War fucking 2. Our favorite.
See, that one is more tempting to me. You don't really have to manage an economy much. You just have to hold outposts, but it's still,
you grab your outposts.
I like that management more. I like the map based control. And that part of Warhammer is really cool, where you can use the terrain to your advantage or disadvantage of your opponents. It's fun. It's a great game. I love the setup of the Total War franchise, but there's just a different layer of economy added to it that I really enjoy. That's a bunch of fun, and you would like it. You're afraid to play because you would get so fucking into the build orders, and you'd be playing all these different civs.
See, that's the other thing. We've already done it with Age of Mythology. Age of Mythology is the exact same game, essentially, just different civs. Like what you're playing is an expansion pack, or like maybe what I was playing, or Age of Mythology, you could say, is an expansion to what you're doing.
AOM is a lot simpler than AOE. Like there's a lot.
Okay,
the tech tree is a lot simpler, and there's only 3 civs with like 3 gods each in Age of Mythology, and there's 42 civs in.
I remember
AOE.
more than that. It's weird. Well, I love Warhammer again because they every couple months they charge you $15 for a whole new civ, Taylor. By the time you're done, that game costs like $300.
Oh, good.
I'm not even kidding. It's my so I played a tremendous amount of Warhammer 2.
Remind you of Magic the Gathering.
A little bit. It's
Another
like
great game.
when I first started, it was like a list of shit that I needed to buy to like be able to play all the races. You get like a core, like maybe 8 to start with, and like it's just buy. And by the time you're done, a lot of it's free now because it's for the second one anyway, I guess. But it's a couple $100 worth of DLC at least.
Have you
so
seen
much
the
shit?
Train Simulator DLC? It's just endless. You can scroll on that Steam page for like 10 minutes, and it's just $100 trains.
I haven't ran out of
a new route to download or stuff like
I
that.
think it's just a new train car, I guess.
Oh,
I haven't ran out of enough fun. There's enough fun games without doing a simulator game. That what's that Russian game that just came out? Is it Hearts of Iron with the sexy robo ladies that everybody's having a cow about? Because all the dudes are like, that's what a woman looks like, and the women are like, no, it's not. That and I wish they would reply, you don't know what a woman is, but it's the robots in this are just like titties and ass. It's just this big hourglass with no face. I mean, they're robots, but still, they're like these big, sexy Soviet robots with machine guns.
Hearts of Iron was a RTS. It was
not Hearts of Iron.
Twitch.
It's what is it? It's Atomic Heart.
That
is it Atomic Heart?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's I haven't looked into it all, but it looks like some sort of not cyberpunk exactly, but some sort of like weird alternate future Soviet Russia or something.
A little bit BioShock vibes for me.
Maybe, yeah. I haven't looked into it at all, but I plan on playing it.